Game's on the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival. The San Antonio Spurs are ready for this one to get started. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in the pivot spot manning the middle.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history of our league.
Parker from deep three-point range comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Green kicks to Parker. A three ball. Warriors with the rebound. And And Greg, you know, for Popovich being with the Spurs for so long, since 1996, Clark, he is actually the longest tenured coach in all of sports right now.
Amazing, Kevin, and he's done it through winning. I mean, the third fastest coach ever to get to 1,000 wins. You compare his numbers with any coach in any sport, and they stack up as Hall of Fame caliber.
Here's Green. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Parker passes to Aldridge. And it's good, and the assist by Parker.
Assist goes to.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Warriors have gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Golden State moving it around. Curry, good.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Duncan dishes to Parker. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Pass to Aldridge. And stolen by Barnes. Here's the lob to the hoop. And they take the lead.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
The drive by Thompson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Parker kicks to Green. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Aldridge has got his second bucket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense because he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Stolen by Thompson. The drive by Iguodala. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Well, the Spurs just don't go on losing streaks very often, Greg. One perk of being a talented veteran group.
Yeah, how about the Spurs lost 4 games in a row twice last year. Over the last decade before that, Kevin, they had only lost 4 games in a row twice. Unbelievable.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in.
And you look at the Spurs and how they avoid losing streaks. I mean, most teams losing 4 in a row wouldn't be such a big deal. It's only a big deal for the Spurs because they're so consistent year in and year out.
The feed to Green. It's stolen by Duncan. Dishes it to Parker. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. And he gets it to go.
And guys, for the Spurs, a big reason they rarely go on losing streaks is that they have no bad matchups. One of only 3 teams in the NBA last year to defeat every other NBA team. Winning for this group is just second nature.
Now here's Parker following the miss by Draymond Green. And Duncan throws it down.
Tony Parker.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
On the wing, Green. And that one's good. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Parker outside. Aldridge left side. From deep, Green. And it's Spates with the rebound. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Green with the ball. Now Green defending. Barbosa's shot is off.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Green. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Spurs lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
It'll be a turnover.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Parker against Curry. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
San Antonio leading.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the 1. And it's Green missing. Well, keeping in mind the Spurs have won 50 games or more for many years in a row, Greg, there are teams out there who can drive cars who have not even seen the Spurs not win 50 games, at least in a year.
And the way the Spurs keep on building this team, it's not as if that streak's going to end anytime soon. But those kids might have a chance to vote and do much more before they fail to see the Spurs win 50 games.
Duncan, a screen. Leonard kicks to Parker. Feeds to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 3. And Curry, here we go. And the rejection by Leonard. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State.
Andrew Bogut.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Thompson with it. Now Green defending. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And so it's Golden State with it after the basket by San Antonio. Curry against Parker. From the line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Curry's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Ian Clark's checked in for the Warriors.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson, Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Green comes in for Harrison Barnes. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Duncan gets it to go in.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Space.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. And his struggles continue. Just still scoreless and just can't seem to take the lid off.
Here's Livingston. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Ian Clark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Some changes. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Tony Parker.
Well, he's really squandered this quarter. I mean, three turnovers already. I think it's a lack of concentration.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs trail by 8. "17 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ginobili outside. Clock at 6. Back to Aldridge. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 6 points for Aldridge.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors' 5. Thompson misses.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
Here's Ginobili. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Mills can't hit.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Ginobili against Thompson. Green left side. It's stolen by Duncan. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Mills passes to Duncan. Mills dishes to Duncan.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Livingston kicks to Ezeli. Can't get it to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Some nice passing by Golden State here. In transition, here comes San Antonio. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Aldridge. Comes up empty down low. Spates kicks to Ezeli. Rebound San Antonio.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Spurs trail by 7. Leonard uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
You just gotta love that determination.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Livingston, no luck.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's Clark, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. It's Ginobili on the wing. To tie. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got his third rebound tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now here is Aldridge. He's got 6.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Now here's Mills. Duncan, a screen. The third quarter comes. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. So it's the Warriors now. On the floor for San Antonio. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Mills in at the point guard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now here's Ginobili. He feeds it to Leonard. He kicks it to Duncan. Green with the block. Now Rush. He dishes it to Barbosa. The pass to Livingston. There's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. And Brandon Rush gets the list.